This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Due to unforeseen circumstances, Operation Manny MUA has been initiated. Please keep your hands and feet in the cart at all times, and whatever you do, do not feed the leeches.
Girl, we got more Manny MUA drama. This whole week has been nothing but Manny MUA drama. MUA versus the world.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Expose him! Expose him!
I was really debating over this past week of whether to do this video or not, and I kind of posted a few things on Twitter saying, you know, I'd like to share my truth. I don't want by any means this to be part of any of the drama. I'm not going to drop any names. I'm not going to talk about very specific instances, even though I have a lot of things that have happened in the last few years within this industry with certain people. So you guys have seen all the things that have happened in the beauty community. There's been a lot of things said, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of social climbing, and unfortunately that is the case in the beauty industry. It's a very competitive time.
If you ain't first, you're last.
There's some, unfortunately, are doing it because they just want to be famous.
Hey guys.
They want to have a nice paycheck. They want to go on trips. They want to, you know, have the fame and not really share the love of the beauty in the industry. And that's the part that's really sad for me.
There's so much drama going on right now.
Girl, she already done had her.
What has the drama channel got to do to get some sleep around here? I mean, last night I was just minding my business. I had went to the grocery store and I had bought some stuff to cook dinner, and Marlena uploaded this video where she basically exposed Manny and Jaclyn, and there's some other people that I probably do not know about that she was probably referring to in this video. But damn, can I just get a moment's rest? I know I've got a lot of comments lately where people are saying, well, Dustin, your eyes are so red. Are you smoking ganja? No, I do not smoke ganja. I'm just tired, girl. Your boy needs a break, but you know what? Drama never sleeps, so I'm here for it. I drank a whole bottle of Sundrop, a whole 2-liter bottle of Sundrop in preparation for this video. Let's do it. So for those of you that may not know, and I'm sure you probably do already, Marlena actually uploaded a video last night where she was talking about how she'd been treated as an influencer, how she's been treated as a makeup brand, and I'm sure that you already know that Marlena is actually the owner of Makeup Geek. Makeup Geek was actually a very big thing back in the day here on YouTube, and a lot of people really don't talk about Makeup Geek anymore, and that's kind of what she was talking about in this video. The last thing that I remember about Makeup Geek in the last video I made about Makeup Geek, and probably the only video that I've ever made about Makeup Geek, was when Manny's restock was going on with Makeup Geek for his last chance on his palette that he had with them. For those of you that don't know, and this is actually news to me, I did not know that Jaclyn Hill's like leftover palettes, there was actually a color that was formulated by her that was in Manny's Makeup Geek palette, because we all know that Jaclyn kind of like ran away and dropped the ball on Marlena with that whole thing. And allegedly she's like out like $1 million now, which is shady. And I do think that Jaclyn Hill did have a part in all of this. There was some shade thrown. Marlena can set up and act like she was not throwing shade, but it was definitely shade, and she knew what she was doing when she was inserting herself into this whole thing that's going on social media, specifically on YouTube now. But I do really like Marlena. She seems like a very, very nice person, and she got kind of like mixed responses to this video. There was a whole lot of comments. There was a lot of influencer comments. One specifically from Samantha Ravndahl, which I do follow on Twitter, but I do not really watch too many of her videos. It's not because I don't like her. It's not because I'm not interested in her. It's just because I get so many notifications on YouTube, I actually need to go through and clear them out. I miss so many influencer videos unless it's like something that is like really interesting to me, or something that catches my eye with a really good title. I most likely am not going to watch it. But there was definitely some takeaways in Marlena's video. Overall, I think that it was a great video. I just think that she should have clarified maybe just a little bit more, because she did know that when she put all this out into the universe, it was going to stir the pot a bit. We're going to kind of get into that here in a little bit. But she definitely knew the right words to say to trigger an emotion and to let us know who exactly she was talking about. Now, obviously, she can't just be talking about two people. If there's more people aside from Manny and Jaclyn in this, please let me know down below. I do not know that much about Makeup Geek. Like I said, I've really only covered one story on it, and it was about Manny MUA. But I do want to read Samantha Ravndahl's comment to you guys. It is very, very, very lengthy. I know, yawn, but she took some kind of offense to this because apparently she is one of those influencers, from what I've seen, that is pretty like upfront and forward about her feelings, which I can admire. That's an admirable trait to have. So let's just read it and get it out of the way, girl. Samantha said, "This is truthfully quite a disappointing video. You are openly speaking ill of people who make what you deem to be too much money, while not being forthcoming about your own personal wealth. This is creating a narrative that supports you as a small business being taken advantage of, while you hold a personal wealth of millions of dollars. You are portraying this industry as the majority is charging $60,000 a video, when in reality, that is a very small majority charging those kinds of rates. And you should know this and acknowledge this. If you claim to support up-and-comers, you created a false narrative that the sole reason for Makeup Geek is no longer talked about is because you refuse to pay $60,000 a video for people to promote. I know myself as well as multiple influencers stopped receiving PR for Makeup Geek a long time ago, so by your logic, we should not promote you for free, but also be purchasing the product ourselves to promote it. You mentioned that it should be about the makeup passion and not about the money. I feel this is quite a stretch, being that you openly admit in this video that you started Makeup Geek because you were not making enough as an influencer. I feel like you are preying on smaller influencers, touting the idea that they are overlooked and undervalued in the industry, alongside your ideology that you shouldn't have to pay for promotion, so it comes across, apparently not to many, but at least to me, as though you want to utilize these small influencers under the guise of wanting to support them. I trust that should you bring these small influencers under your wing, you have plans to eventually financially compensate them. It's unfortunate you are choosing to use your experiences with small amount of people as portrayal of the industry as a whole. The people you talk about wishing to see in the community are here in abundance. There are tons of influencers not riding the train of only talking about products we're paid to promote. There are tons of influencers that are charging nowhere near $60K a video, and plenty more that would happily promote your products for free while receiving PR. You mentioned it's brands at fault as well, but chalk it up to enabling influencers rather than taking any fault of your own into play. Looking back to when you released the sparklers, they were marketed as something very different from what they were, and were released early without proper packaging. The packaging was so faulty that it's resulted in an absolute mess every time the product was used, as well as a huge loss of product. The reason those sparklers were released early rather than waiting until it had a sifter so the packaging would be functional was because you wanted them on the market before Christmas so you could have those anticipated sales. That is a prime example of when money comes first, not the makeup or the passion. As an influencer that believes in being genuine and honest, not just paid to promote, I would never willingly promote that product. Lack of PR and not reaching out to other influencers that would have jumped at the chance to work with you for little to no payment. I recognize I'm in the minority here, but as an entitled influencer, I wanted to toss in my 2 cents. Marlena, you have been nothing but kind to me. I enjoyed Makeup Geek products for years, but this video came with seemingly little foresight. The last little thing the community needs is someone spreading half-truths and basing the image of the industry off a select few. I recognize this comment is quite harsh, but it still does not begin to even express my disappointment in your choosing to post this one-sided argument that has resulted in thousands of people ripping the community that has nothing to do with those few people to shreds. I'm more than happy to continue this conversation with you should you wish, or answer any questions you might have from my limited perspective. It feels as though you are out of touch with the vast majority of people in this industry who are both passionate about what they do while recognizing their self-worth and value in their time. I would also be happy to connect with you. Influencers that I know are fantastic people, varying from small to large following. The community you're looking for is there. They are just standing behind the giant, sticking to their morals, hoping it will pay off. And I can tell you right now, they aren't charging $60K a video. Oh my God, that was such a mouthful. Oh my God, Samantha. So a lot of people are actually speculating that this was actually Manny MUA that charged her this. I was reading some DMs that were sent to me that people were alleging that it was Manny MUA that actually charged her this, and there was a picture of him allegedly throwing out something that he was sent in PR by Marlena from Makeup Geek, but nobody actually knows this or can actually confirm this. Now, a lot of people were also saying that Marlena back in the day actually bought Manny MUA's lighting. I scoured his channel, his social media, and everything that I could to possibly find this, to find a connection, so I cannot give you a connection for that. So if you are like an old Manny MUA fan and you have like a receipt, or you remember him specifically saying this, if you would, please just reach out to me. That would be very interesting to look into. If I could actually find something that would support that, that would be like amazing. But a lot of people felt that it was either Jaclyn or Manny that was charging this alleged $60,000 a video. Now, we know that even big billion-dollar makeup brands, and you hear Marlena say that in this video a lot, cannot pay people $60,000. Well, they can, but that would probably be like really bad for business. I mean, they take these people on like expensive trips to Bora Bora, Fiji, all these different places. Why would they want to pay $60,000 for a mention? You get what I'm saying? And from what I was told and what I read on like Beauty Guru Chatter, they were saying that this was actually for like a Snapchat mention, not even a video. I don't know, but Samantha Ravndahl like really came at Marlena for this. And like I said, I don't know too much about Samantha Ravndahl, but she took a lot of offense to this. Why? I don't necessarily know. I mean, like I've said before, if you don't identify as something, you really shouldn't take offense to it. I can understand that she's probably one of these very honest people that gives honest reviews and things like that, but for her to go on here and just basically like undermine and undercut what Marlena said, and she took so much offense to it, I really want to know what happened to her that made her feel this type of way. Like, why did she have to go on there and leave this type of comment? Like, I know that there was another video that my friend sent to me that I need to watch. I just did not have time before filming this video, but it seems to me like she actually took this to heart. Now, I know that later after this comment was posted, I think it was deleted, and then I think that Samantha and Marlena talked, they tweeted about it, they're good. I think that's an amazing way for them to end this and to work together to try to help the beauty community. And I don't think that Marlena is like way out there by wanting to like push her products and her brand towards smaller influencers. I think that there is an amazing opportunity there for her to grow her company and her business and also help people that are small creators that need to be noticed. There are so many people here that need to be noticed, and you guys know, if you follow me on Twitter, which you should be, that I said in my videos I'm gonna start promoting smaller influencers, and today this is the perfect time for me to do that. If you do not follow the Queen of Hearts, it's Jay Hart, I'm gonna link his channel. He does amazing cut creases and amazing freaking eye looks. Like, I just wish that I had 1 ounce of the artistry that he has and the makeup and the talent. Like, I will never ever in my life be able to do something like that. Like, I completely lack in it. But like I was saying on Twitter yesterday as well, if Manny's out here charging $60,000 for like 1 video and it's a copper eye, new lip, I think I could probably learn how to do one of those because $60,000 your girl could use $60,000 because you know what, I got bills to pay. That's why I keep posting videos like this, because there's some shit that happened in my personal life that if you guys want to know about, I'll talk about it on another video. But I also thought it was really interesting for her to bring up the backstabbing. We all know that that was definitely Jaclyn Hill. Right there, girl, raise your hand. We all know. You know, we know, Jaclyn. You know, we know. If you guys did not watch my video on her brush collection that I put up yesterday, you need to go and watch that because it's full of tea. It's good. It was a good time to film that. But I really want to know what you guys think about this. How do you think Marlena feels? Do you think that Marlena is justified in the way that she feels by wanting to just work with smaller influencers and not wanting to work with these like mega brand influencers anymore? Or do you think that she should be shelling out this $60,000? Yeah, girl, like, let her do it. I was reading that she used to send people like Cartier bracelets and Gucci bags when she was in good with them, but now she ain't doing it. I don't know, but you guys let me know what you think down below. This video is getting so freaking long. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with myself, but I hope you enjoyed the intro and I will be back tomorrow. Bye, guys.